So God got me in the book of Second Kings 10. 2 Kings verse, book closed, Bible closed. 2 Kings verse 10, um, where it talks about when Jehu had called for all the Baal worshippers, all the Satan worshippers. He called them all into one place. He had them to come to one place. And when he got there, when the people all gathered in one place, all these people in one room is Baal worshippers. They serve Satan. None in there followed God. They was just all Baal worshippers. And so when they all got in this one place, Jehu, I'm going to read it. Jehu burned it up. I keep saying that. I'll write that down. Jehu, let me see. Burned them up. It gets no better than that. He burned them all up. Everybody that served Satan. He called them all in one room. He called them all to one place. A bunch of sinners. Don't got God. And when they all crowded into this one place, he burned them all up. So I'm going to read verse 17 to 28. It go with what I'm about to come with. What all God had put in my spirit. Okay. So 2 King chapter 10, verse 17 to 18. When he came to Samaria, he struck down all who remained from Ahab in Samaria until he had destroyed him, according to the word of the Lord spoken to Elijah. Then Jehu gathered all the people together and said to them, Ahab served Baal a little. But Jehu will serve him much. Now therefore summon to me all the prophets of Baal, all his worshippers, and all his priests. Okay, you hear that? Now therefore summon to me all the prophets of Baal, all his worshippers, all the Baal worshippers, and all his priests. Let none be missing, for I have a great sacrifice for Baal. Whoever is missing will not live. But Jehu did it in cunning, in order to destroy the worshippers of Baal. Then Jehu said, Sanctify a solemn assembly for Baal. So they proclaimed it. Then Jehu sent throughout Israel, and all the worshippers of Baal came, so that there was not a man left who did not come. When they went into the temple of Baal was filled from one end to another. Then he said to one over the wardrobe, Bring out vestments for all the worshippers of Baal. So he brought out vestments for them. Then Jehu and Jehonadab, son of Rechab, went into the temple of Baal. And he said to the worshippers of Baal, Search and look that there is here with you none. Hold on. Search and look that there is here with none of the servants of the Lord. Let me read that again. Search and look that there is here with you none of the servants of the Lord. That sometimes I think they misword these Bibles. search and look that there is here with none of the servants of the Lord, only servants of Baal. So what he's saying is nobody here that serve the Lord. Everybody that's going to come and gather in this one place is going to be servants of the devil. Then they went in to offer sacrifices and burnt offerings. Now Jehu had already stationed 80 of his men outside and said, if any of the men whom I am bringing into your hands escape, your life will be for his life. Then it came to pass, as soon as he had finished offering the burnt offering, Jehu said to the guard and to the captains, go in, strike them down, let none get out. So they struck them down with the edge of the sword. So I don't remember where I stopped at, but I'm gonna start here. Jehu said to the guard and to the captains, go in, strike them down, let none get out. So they struck them down with the edge of the sword, and the guard and the captains threw them out. Then they proceeded to the inner room of the temple of Baal, brought out the pillars of the temple of Baal, and burned them up. I'm going to read that again. Then they proceeded to the inner room of the temple of Baal, where all the people at that served the devil, brought out the pillars of the temple of Baal, and burned them. Set them all on fire, as in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah. God rained down all the homosexuals. Then they demolished the pillars. Then they demolished the pillar of Baal. Okay? They demolished everything that said Satan. Okay? If you looked like Satan, you was getting burned up. Tore down the temple. They tore everything down that said Satan, and turned it into latrines, as it is to this day. I had to look up latrines, latrines, Latrines. That's a toilet or outhouse. They turned it into a toilet or outhouse. When they got through burning it down, that's all was there. Okay. Thus, Jehu eradicated Baal from Israel. He got rid of everything that said Baal. Okay. So as I was reading this, God was downloading to me. When he had me read 2 Kings chapter 10, he brought to me First Church of our Lord Jesus Christ. And I'm gonna get to what God is saying about that. Second Ebenezer Church. Okay. It's another church, but God said do that separate. So God is not only getting ready to judge his sanctuary, God is getting ready to attack crowds. And where you are, clubs, bars, malls, gay gatherings, where a bunch of homosexuals be. This is what God downloaded in my spirit. A bunch of homosexuals where they gather at. On the streets where people gather. A bunch of homosexuals, where a bunch of people just gather. It don't have to be a bunch of homosexuals. It could just be a bunch of people gathering all in the streets and bars, clubs, drinking, partying, just a bunch of sinners. Okay? A bunch of people that worship Baal. I'll be back.